What's good, everybody, man? It's another boy down comes on once again with another video, and we see right here. We have another video from Uncle Hooks himself once again, but this is that LeBron James is a shameless liar, which obviously he is. He is. So let's go ahead and react to it real quick. I do apologize for not streaming. Is it at all supposed to? I didn't. So I'm gonna give you guys this content. Because why not? Let's get right into
it. But, the big three thing has never really worked. And you say, well, what happened in Miami? That wasn't really a big three.
What did you just say?
Miami, that wasn't really a big three.
Not two, not three, not four, not five.
Excuse me?
Not six, not seven.
There was three guys that went in the lottery and they did really well individually on their team, so they put up big numbers and had big accomplishments. But Miami, that wasn't really a big three.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
When it comes to LeBron James fans, as well as LeBron James, one thing they're always keen on doing is downplaying his teammates, his help, changing the narrative in real time, and of course lying to support LeBron James.
If anybody says that he doesn't do that, yes he does. He does it a lot. So don't come here and argue with me that he did not do that. He has.
And looking at LeBron specifically, there's no lie too small, too big. This guy will not tell to avoid accountability or responsibility.
No, not really. I don't believe I've played for a super team.
Okay.
I don't believe I've played for a super.
So what's this? So what's with you, Caleb and Kyrie? What's this with you three? Y'all all-star players, right? Super team.
Super team. I don't believe.
Oh, look at that. When you was in Miami. Who's this? Who's sitting right between two? Oh, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. All-stars.
I've played for a super team.
He's lying.
So, of course, when it comes to LeBron James, this guy lying, he does it so often now, so effortlessly. People just kind of roll with it, accept it, and act like it's...
And before anybody even say this again that, oh, LeBron had a super team, oh, I guess we forgot about 2011, right? I guess we forgot about 2011? Okay.
Normal.
But once again, to everybody, y'all respect Dirt's name, but don't respect... Hold on. Let me say this. Y'all respect the 2011 Dallas Mavericks team for winning a championship. I don't have a problem with. But y'all don't respect the 2004 Pistons when they beat the Lakers. When the Pistons were complete underdogs in that series against the Lakers in 2004. Y'all respect the Mavericks ring in 2011, but y'all don't respect the Pistons championship in 2004. Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. I don't get y'all.
Now, when LeBron doesn't have time for podcasts, can't be interviewed, he's practicing his stiff arm in the paint. There's one guy in Rich Paul picks up the slack and lies for him.
People talk big three, but the big three thing has never really worked. And you say, well, what happened in Miami? That wasn't really a big three.
Are you retarded?
So, stopping Rich Paul's lies right there, if you were alive in 2010, 2011, you witnessed the Heatles forming. That, in the moment, was a big three, unquestioned. It was a super team. They were going to win not one, not two, not three championships.
Yes. Thank you, Uncle Hoots. Thank you.
That's how dominant they were in the moment when they formed in the summer of 2010. As, of course, looking at LeBron, to LeBron fans back then, the best player in the world. Someone like D. Wade, I'd say top 5, pushing top 3, and then Chris Bosh, a top 15-ish player.
There was three guys that went in the lottery and they did really well individually on their team, so they put up big numbers and had big accomplishments.
I can't watch anymore.
Rich Paul in this clip is a slimy
But we make ourselves sound dumb every day with these conversations like this. I don't get it.
weasel who just contorts reality to facts to benefit his own narrative. And what does he say? It was only 3 guys who were top lottery picks. It was only 3 guys who were all-stars. No big deal. These comments by Rich Paul, who they're aimed at, are younger NBA fans who don't know basketball pre-2015. As of course, Rich Paul saying this, they might take it as gospel. because, of course, those fans did not live through the moment. And in regards to Chris Bosh being kind of downplayed and dismissed, I mean, Chris Bosh...
Oh, y'all forgot about Chris Bosh. He had the dreads, and he played for the Raptors. Like, hey, I know most of y'all forgot about that.
Prodigal Miami was a legit all-star, all-NBA player.
Yes, he was.
He was a dude in the NBA.
A letdown at some point in time.
I know y'all can't say it, but that's Chris Bosh. That's Chris Bosh.
The Lesser Williams driving. Jams up now. Drive strong. Reverse slam. That boy is good.
Chris Bosh back then being the Bostridge, I mean, that dude was no joke. And looking at 2010, prior to joining the Big Three Heat, 24 points per game, 10 points.
Y'all see these people? It's called doing your research. You know, you can't be fans. Y'all start doing that about Chris Bosh. Y'all want to downplay Chris Bosh? Look at what Chris Bosh averaging before he went to Miami. 24 points, nearly 11 rebounds, and 2 assists. Shot down almost 50% from the field. Do your research.
8 boards,
Do your
2.4
research.
assists on above 50% shooting. Bosh that year, 19 points per game, 10 rebounds,
Yup.
tied for 5th in double-doubles, and 12th in the MVP vote.
Top 12.
Whichever way you slice it, that version of Chris Bosh was a legit all-star, pushing all-NBA player, and again, top 15 guy. And if you want to talk that early 2010s era, I mean, the power forward talent back then was absolutely loaded. Of course, Kevin Garnett, Amari Stoudemire, Dirk, K. Love, Tim Duncan, even a Zach Randolph. Chris Bosh putting up 24 and 10 in that era, given the pace, the players, the style of play. I mean, that's legit stuff, Hall of Fame stuff. And if you want to go one step further, look at the 2010 season, at the highest players in PR, here's the top 5. Number 1, LeBron James. 2, Dwayne Wade. 3, Kevin Durant. 4, Chris Bosh. And 5, Tim Duncan. So that right there, the quote-unquote big 2 is the top 2. Then Chris Bosh is number 4. To put this into perspective, looking at today's NBA, the top 5 players in PR are as follows. Nikola Jokic, SGA, Giannis, AD, and Luka. If you took the highest PR in today's game, the second highest and the fourth highest, and combined them on one team, that's an...
But to anybody who be hating on Uncle Hoops, man, y'all so wrong, bro. This man does research, bro, like crazy. He really does his research a lot.
Nikola Jokic, SGA, and Anthony Davis. You know what that is? That's a super team and a big 3. The 2011 Heat were the exact same thing just 15 years ago.
These are the facts of the case. And they're...
Before I think I'm glazing Uncle Hoops, I'm not, though. Like, I'm just being 1,000. Like, he deserves more subs. He deserves a lot of subs. Yeah, he does.
That 2011 Heat team that came up short, in large part due to LeBron James, primarily due to LeBron James, that's the biggest black mark of his career and the biggest failure of the 21st century for any so-called super team. And of course, looking at that year's finals, who was the dead weight? Was it Chris Bosh, the big 2.5, or LeBron James, the quote-unquote best player in the world? Of course, it was LeBron James, not Chris Bosh. People nowadays don't want to admit it, but that Heat team going 2-2 in the finals was kind of underwhelming. When those guys formed, you thought 3 championships bare minimum. Going 2-2, I mean, you still won 2 titles, but it wasn't 3-1, 4-0. The dynasty...
Facts. 50, man. 50-50.
...to be expected when they first formed. And look, Chris Bosh down in South Beach, he had his ups, his downs, his bad playoff games, his bad playoff series. Chris Bosh, the player, was not perfect. But for Chris Bosh, here's one thing you can't say. You can't say that player cost him a championship, cost him a finals because of his poor play. For LeBron James, you can say that.
The fourth quarter has been the story all series for the superstar.
Y'all see this, right? Yeah. This is game 5. Fourth quarter. Where was you at, LeBron? 2 points? Okay, 8. Made all his free throws, you know, he 1 for 3. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all better stop playing this, man. Stop it.
And it was the same story in game 5. Big for Dirk. Not so much for LeBron.
Oh, he's joking. He's joking.
And looking at that year's playoff run, Chris Bosh in the playoffs, I mean, a solid 19-9 while being very efficient. In that year's playoffs, he was 12th in scoring and 10th in rebounds. Even with Chris Bosh taking a step back, I mean, this dude was still an all-star, a top 15 player, a legit guy in the NBA. Downplaying Chris Bosh to boost LeBron James, it's a sucker move by Rich Paul, and he knows what he's doing. And here's one thing I do want to add in there for the record. The 2013 Finals Game 6 Ray Allen, yes, hit the shot to force OT, saved their season. But in OT, Chris Bosh had the block nobody ever talks about.
Green trying to get free. Cross-court pass to
You know, I
Green.
low-key think that he has a foul.
Green blocked by Bosh.
Do you say, well, what happened
Hey,
in
there you go.
Miami? That wasn't really a big three.
When it comes to third option players, a lot of times, they do get underrated
To this day, I get some debates every now and then to what people say that wasn't a foul, but clearly it was, though.
dismissed and kind of forgotten. But Chris Bosh in Miami, he was still a legit guy. Chris Bosh before Miami was a bona fide superstar. As looking at the LA Redeem team, to some fans, the best team USA of all time, Chris Bosh for that team was integral to them winning gold. As looking past LeBron and Melo, really their best forward, their best big man on the entire roster. Yes,
Oh, I forgot. They did. Chris Bosh and Dwight did play for Team USA. 1 point. What year was that? Was that 2007? 2008? Excuse me. I think it was 2008.
better than Dwight Howard. That's how important Chris Bosh was, how great he was before Miami. And that version of Chris Bosh from 08 to 2010, he was more of a typical four-man. He was a little bit undersized, but a demon on the glass and a monster on the block. Chris Bosh 2014 changed his game completely. By that point, a small ball five, a tweener four, who could shoot threes. Chris Bosh, even in 2011, didn't have that in his arsenal. By 2013-2014, he was shooting 41%
Yeah, it is funny how I turned
from deep in both playoff runs. That's how good Chris Bosh was, how much altered his game to fit LeBron James. In a lot of ways, the precursor to Kevin Love, who's also highly underrated. Here's the bottom line. For LeBron fans, LeBron himself, and a Rich Paul, they'll downplay LeBron's teammates constantly to uplift him. In the year 2035, Rich Paul would be saying is LeBron in 2013 was doing everything. He scored every basket, blocked every shot, and got every board. His team was full of bums, guys who couldn't shoot, couldn't play. They were just role players, supporting cast players, no all-star superstars. It was a big one. Of course, I'm being sarcastic, but look at LeBron's past comments, Rich Paul's past comments. They are dead set on downplaying this Heat team and on how LeBron James had down in South Beach. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Out next time.
Yeah, that is insane. The fact that now all of a sudden Chris Bosh is Dwayne Wade getting this mental nowadays, but I do not like that. I do not like that. That to me is clearly insane. But as always, everybody, yeah, give me your thoughts on this, y'all. I'll catch y'all later. Like, how subscribe. I'm out. Peace.